So, hello everyone, and welcome to VGA's newest venture with Petrocup this time, Inside Stories. I hope यहाँ पर कुछ आने वाला है लोगों को जैसा कर लोगे ना यार सेटिंग. ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं, वरना कोई स्टोरी तो निकल ही रही है यहाँ से. So, okay, please introduce yourselves.
Hello everyone, this is Miran Sayyed. I am the General Secretary of the Sports Committee.
Hello, my name is Dhaval Rajyaguru and I work with Student Activities PDPU.
And I'm Suresh, whom VGA calls when they don't have anyone else. Yeah. So, sir, Miran, how did the idea of Petrocup begin?
We initially built up volleyball, and year by year as passed by, we started introducing more sports. Last year only we had added 3 more sports, and this year we have concluded 18 sports.
So I would like to add something because I am also alumnus and I studied from 2008 to 2012, and that's when the first Petrocup took place. And in 2008 we had IIM Ahmedabad, Nirma University, PDPU. So we had only 4 outside participation. Later on they developed the infrastructure, and now we are proud that in Gujarat region we have the highest amount of participation across the sports in Petrocup.
So, like, why does this sound simple as if there was no struggle at that time? There must have been something, like, we have struggles today.
Obviously there was struggle, and sir being a part of this university, so sir has studied from PDP only, and he was in the first Petrocup when it was started.
Right, so he oversees.
Know the struggles better.
So the struggles, like the rupee was not as cheap as it is right now. So when we started inter-university chess competition, we collected money from the participants, from which we purchased few things. We didn't even know how to start. So then we'll run around people, and obviously there were people who helped also.
So, okay, if that was a struggle, so which means sir has seen the struggle, and now sir is overseeing your department.
True.
So, is it that you don't have struggles now?
No, that is not obviously true. We have struggles. We have like different types of struggle to raise the revenue. Like we have uplifted the standard of Petrocup to such a huge level, right? So we need to live the expectation. So
Sir, है ना, क्या revenue का tension है?
But still the struggle is there, and the students are really hardworking and dedicated for the sports committee. So that is a great help, and that's how we develop and reach milestone each year.
मैं भी ऐसे VGA के बारे में यही बोलता हूँ.
So every year the struggles will be different. So if someone is from petroleum engineering, they will agree with me. Bhuvi sir always says that every well is a different reservoir. You obviously know you have exams, assignments, you have so many other things to do apart from doing this. This is not your, so let's say, first priority. Study is your first priority, right? भाई इसमें कुछ अच्छा सा मीम डाल देना. So the struggle is to keep up with the pace and keep the growth and not to be stagnant.
Correct. So talking about students, what is the key behind having our Rajkoti dominant committee in Petrocup?
About Petrocup, or you are telling overall?
Petrocup or sports in general?
No, see, there is a misconception about that. अगर मैं बताऊँ तो ठीक है, अभी SLS SOT हुआ. Most of the admissions are from Rajkot. If the strength is only more from there, then obviously the recruited people would also be more. So there is no such thing as a dominance. They are really hardworking.
Yeah. I mean, I am not putting an allegation for that.
So,
No, if the recruitment is more from that region, then obviously the people being recruited in the committee or any team would be more.
I would request some Rajkoti to come to VGA as well, dude.
No one in VGA.
there is no one from Rajkot.
No one from Rajkot, right? No one.
Oh,
You
then,
should try
then
recruiting
it is a shocker because there are 7 to 8 people only out of 60, not more than that.
But Suresh and me would be clueless about the SOT.
SOT अपना क्या? नहीं भाई. Okay, so at Miran, why sports and not any other committee? Like we have lots of clubs, lots of committees. Just why
So
sports?
I always had a knack for sports. Okay, like from kindergarten, I used to play different sports. Cricket, कुछ भी झाड़ू मिले तो I used to play with that also. Like one of my childhood memories. I also used to play volleyball. मतलब जैसे संतरा है, एप्पल कुछ रखा हुआ है तो उसको उछाल के कैच पकड़ना. So cricket was basically my favorite hobby, and that's how my sport developed in each and every games.
So are you also going to play for some team or something this year?
No, I used to play cricket in my school time, but then I had to quit. 10th आ गया, board आ गए है. That old same story. So after
Every
that,
household.
yeah, I had a knack also for management. So that's how I compiled sports and management
It's a long
Yeah.
bond. Yeah.
Andari
Sir,
khun
how
mein.
about you? Probably longer.
Yeah, so sports I always liked. So even before joining PDPU as an employee, I was doing something related to tennis, and I still do some activities related to sports outside PDPU also. So I am a very die-hard sports
So, like,
fan.
are you the reason why POTC is held?
No, the reason behind POTC, I would like to give all the credit to Nimit Desai actually. He is our alumnus, and he put up a proposal 1 year before I joined, but due to some reason it didn't went through. And then he put the proposal to me, and I put forward the proposal to the management, and they were confident that Nimit will be able to do it with my and other people's support. So it took place.
So is that the only in-house tournament apart from Petrocup for any other sport that we
Yeah,
have
so
in
the
PDPU?
major tournament after Petrocup is POTC only.
Okay.
And this
Okay.
year we started with Freshers Sports League.
So far, was it successful?
Yeah, it was
It
really
was-
successful.
it was,
We had more than 700 participants.
That's the reason people
Yeah.
didn't turn up for other interviews. Now,
Yeah. That was the reason.
Talking about childhood, the way you came into sports.
Yeah.
So it is fair enough that all of us were a part of sports when we were
True.
kids. But how good were we at it?
I wasn't good. Yeah, I would say that I wasn't that good. We have so I was to play with an orange, an apple.
Yeah,
So obviously.
and a jadu.
And a jadu, yeah. Even the apple with a jadu that used to go. So I wasn't that good, but I always had a passion for sports. कोई भी game दे दो आप. Badminton, basketball, anything. I would get a ball and play anything. Like hockey also with a bat. Yeah.
I mean, the furthest I had ever got with a jhadu was my mom running
Beating you.
with a jhadu.
I used to get that when I used to play with that apple.
What about you, sir?
So as a kid, I was a very skinny kid, and I was not even lanky.
Still.
Yeah, so like at least I'm a little bit lanky now, right? So I was very small and skinny, so I was never good at sports till say middle school, and then I gradually improved, and I was the 6th player in the university team. There is a very interesting story. The chess team didn't get any merchandise from Petrocup team in the initial years due to budget constraints. So I thought, why not try something in which you get something? So I was very selfish and didn't think through. But initially it all went into place, and I dropped chess and I went into TT team, and I was the 6th player. That's how bad I was.
Yeah, so I like the way you did it.
Yeah.
Budget constraints.
The constraints. They still are.
You talked about seniors, right? The one who started Petrocup, Nimit, I guess. Yeah, so
No, so Nimit was from the 5th batch of PDPU. So I would like to give more than 100% credit to DN Sai Srinu. He is from SPT 2007-11 batch. We used to call our college IPTG in those years, Institute of Petroleum Technology, Gandhinagar.
In my memory, the people which helped me grow when I was in the first year, when I was inducted, there was Sohail Barad. He was everywhere. Okay, you would literally see him in every committee also. You'd be over there.
man.
Yeah.
Now I don't want to say things.
Yeah. Then there
We
was
were jealous.
yeah. Then there was Rishabh Mehta, Rishabh Desai, Vishal Acharya. So these are the people in my memory that helped me grow, and which I saw them taking Petrocup to another level, like in terms of university, whether be the quality, and also in terms of chief guest.
Yeah. So now they've opened up. Let's come to the controversial stuff. Yeah. So there are often rumors that PDPU teams often end up getting a bye in spite of losing in the knockout rounds. So what do you have to say about this?
Regarding that, I would say it is a misconception, okay, again, because we participate in various leagues, that be it Nirma University, DICT, Conkers, we go in Justice League,
Like
okay.
Petrocup.
No.
Okay, you're
I'm
explaining.
coming to the point.
Sorry.
Yeah. So in all these tournaments that we go, so there is a specific point table. Okay. So whichever team perform better, they usually get the bye in the next tournament. So
Okay.
in all these 5 to 6 tournaments, PDP would always be first or second. And during the last 3 years, we have won DICT and also this Justice League in GNLU. So obviously, being the first or second university in all these major tournaments, we also get a bye there, and just not your PDPU.
Okay.
So it is just to say that we don't do any biasness and give bye to our teams, but seeing the performance in every major tournaments, the draws are made in that way. And also World Cup, in any World Cup you would see the pool tables would be made according only during the last year performance, like if India won the World Cup last year.
Too strong and too weak.
Yeah,
I
too
guess.
strong and too big. So that's how we make the fixtures.
We might have made mistakes, that I'm not knowing. And once we gave a bye where we disqualified a team, that I know, because that was the reason we got a bye.
How recent was this?
2 years ago. So we if there are some disciplinary issues, if there are fake players, obviously there is some action. So there is a rule book of Petrocup which we have to adhere to, which we follow.
So are there chances of Ludo being introduced in Petrocup?
Do you play Ludo?
Yeah, I expect
play
to win
Ludo?
it. I mean, I can hack that game,
Let's make him Ludo
Yeah, you would be
secretary.
the Ludo captain, okay?
No, Ludo
Ludo
secretary.
captain.
We'll have to organize him.
Done.
No, organizer नहीं sir, मेरे को पैसा चाहिए, मैं जीतेगा ना.
अच्छा.
Seeing you have done such a great thing for us, credit goes to the VGA team, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
इतना तो कर ही सकते हैं,
I
है
mean,
ना? Ludo.
more people behind the camera.
Yeah. Obviously, we can do this thing for you and introduce Ludo next year.
Yeah,
I'll take the approval and we'll introduce Ludo as a informal game, right? We don't have to take approval for
obviously.
informal games.
Informal बना दिया यार, अभी expectation उठा दिया.
No, informal game. We had some informal games which
Turn into
formal.
there is hope.
After
Okay.
There is hope. There is
so
hope.
extreme gym is now there. We had frisbee as informal game. So you have to start from informal and gradually.
You almost scared me by saying
आपका performance देखेंगे ना पहले हम तो.
Ludo का performance.
by Ludo.
Hmm.
Let me enhance it by calling it an e-gaming industry.
Okay.
Right. So yeah. So right when we were in our first or second year, Ludo came up, and then after that we saw PUBG.
Yeah.
So my childhood never had CS or anything, but quite a few of my classmates, you might have gone through those games. So what take do you have on the recent e-gaming industry boom that India is having right now?
So like you told, in our time we used to go out in the playground, whether it is 4 in the afternoon or 8 in the evening. Anytime we would go and play. But this generation being more introduced with the internet, being more advanced, and also with the smartphones. Yeah. So new games are being introduced like Mini Militia. That took the internet and whole childhood of the new teenagers by storm. Then PUBG came. Okay. So these e-games have overtaken all the field games recently. And I don't think that it is such a great update that you would call in sports industry. Okay. Yeah, I would not recommend e-gaming. So because in my point of view.
Okay.
Yeah. So it is a very controversial topic, but I'll recall when I was in 10th or in my childhood, there used to be gaming zones and we used to go and play game. And then when I was at around 2004, 5, 6, Counter-Strike and Dota, those were the games in. And I remember one guy from DI City who took a year back just to be in the clan of the university.
So isn't it good enough if you're passionate towards something like that?
Yes. There are people who do it professionally even in India, right? And there is crazy money involved, let me tell you.
Yes.
And you might be knowing it also. So in e-gaming, the money is crazy. And in US, they hire the stadiums, and in the stadiums, they do this kind of finale of e-gaming. So it is obviously controversial. And there are debates whether it is good or they have some psychological impact on people. But at the end of the day, that is the reality of today. We do not have sufficient playgrounds. So people do play FIFA on, say, PlayStation or their computer more than they play football on field, which is the reality. And I think it is booming.
Sir, आपने overview दे दिया, आपने side नहीं लिया. यहाँ पर किसी का side लेना था आपको.
So moderate use of e-gaming is good. When you know you have a different future, or if you know that you have something else to fall to if you don't succeed as a professional player. So I am not in favor of banning of, say, PUBG like people demand, but I say just say drive safely, don't drink and drive. I'll say you have some backup and then you be in this industry.
Right. So you're still playing safe. Okay, but we have more controversial questions for you. Yeah. So in your opinion, this Petrocup, which team do you think is strongest across all formats?
In sports?
Yeah.
I would give credit to the sports committee. Sports committee would be the strongest, okay? We have all these sports.
This is paid media now. Just that we are unpaid.
No. See, look, we have 18 sports, okay? Dedicated secretaries for each and every sport. So the team behind also should get some efforts, no? So the strongest team would also be the team behind it, rather being the team on field, right?
Correct. That is your opinion.
Yeah, that is my opinion.
Now sir, आप ये जो बोला वो नहीं बोल सकते. ठीक है.
Like,
Now you're
like out of the PDPU teams, are you asking, or out of the
out of the
participant?
PDPU teams right now.
Okay, I will not say one name. But
नहीं sir, one.
one I will have to think about. But our, let's say, volleyball team is very strong, for sure, men's and women both.
Now to the motto of the event.
So motto for sports from the beginning in Petrocup or be it general sports in PDPU is always been sports for all and all for sports. And taking this motto to another level, this year we are having Paralympics in Petrocup for the first time. So saying sports for all, we just aren't saying it. We have all the disabled people from different NGOs and we have brought them in Petrocup. So this year you would be also seeing many disabled people and all the specially able children playing in Petrocup in basketball, volleyball, cricket, chess, carom. So we have initiated this and hope it gets to a different stage and it gets successful.
तो अटेंडेंस का क्या सीन है सर?
You and I
किसकी
wanted
attendance?
that.
ये
किसकी
सर
attendance?
हमारी सर, क्योंकि सर हम ऐसे खेलने आते हैं, मतलब कुछ लोग खेलने नहीं आ पाते शायद अटेंडेंस की वजह से, क्योंकि इनको क्लास जाना होता है. तो कैन वी फाइंड अ मिडिल ग्राउंड सॉल्यूशन? सर 10 का 20 कर दो थोड़ा सा.
So I was a localite, as I said, and attendance का issue localite को कभी नहीं होता. कोई localite है उसको कभी नहीं होगा, क्योंकि घर से निकाल देते हैं, 8:30 बजे बस में बैठ जाते हैं, 9 बजे पहुंच जाते हैं क्लास में. तो ठीक है, हॉस्टलाइट जो क्लास मिस करता है उसको ज़्यादा अटेंडेंस का प्रॉब्लम होता है. बट आई अंडरस्टैंड योर पॉइंट. अटेंडेंस का यू नो द यूनिवर्सिटी पॉलिसी विच इज़ 80%, बट it can be relaxed to 70% if you are part of any activities, not sports, any activities. And for some special cases there can be special approvals if they are below 70% also.
You have been through that.
No.
I have been through
I
that.
have to go there now.
You'll have to go there.
No, then you must be like having some strong reasons, no?
Yes sir, many strong reasons.
Ludo.
All the
Playing, starting
Ludo
Ludo.
sir.
Yeah.
And sir, now something that you told to us, okay sir, in our first year, swimming pool sir.
In our induction, yeah, you told that in our induction.
SOT खड़ा है.
There are some technical issues, so it is in the pipeline.
Again.
I'm not in a position to reveal all these things, right? There are some management level decisions and that are above my level, but I can say that our management tried very hard and is also trying very hard. But there are some developments that you can see in the high-rise hostel. You might be seeing something going on. So those are basketball, volleyball, and lawn tennis synthetic courts that are being built.
And sir, what is the tightest spot you've been in so far? Like where you have to take कि यहाँ कुआं वहाँ खाई and you have the decision.
I'm in that sport every day. So every day the management will think I am taking side of the students and the students will think that I am taking the side of the management. And it is very obvious because most of the times I am the guy responsible to communicate between the two. Although I am PDP employee, but my work is to facilitate primarily. So I am always in the tight spot. Today also something happened. So रोज होता है.
हाँ सर, तो सर आप ये बोल रहे हो कि रोज होता है, लेकिन क्या होता है वो नहीं बोल रहे सर. Exactly एक
so sports का मोटो है ना, one for all for one. कुछ भी हो गया at the end of the day हम जितने भी लोग इन्वॉल्व एक दूसरे के लिए.
नहीं सर, आप अभी भी डॉज करें सर. आपको एक किस्सा बताना पड़ेगा, खत्म नहीं हो रहा है. तो थक गए सर कैमरा.
मैं नहीं था, वैसे एक किस्सा बता देता हूँ. ठीक है, मैं नहीं था फुटबॉल में.
आप थे ऐसा बताओ.
मैं पहले नहीं था वाला बताता हूँ, था वाला मैं कुछ सोचता हूँ. मीनवाइल फुटबॉल में मारामारी हो गया एंड डिसीजन देना था. स्टूडेंट कमेटी ने डिसीजन दिया जो रेफरी के डिसीजन से अलग था एंड मैनेजमेंट ने बोला रेफरी का डिसीजन फाइनल है. स्टूडेंट कमेटी एक साथ हो गई और उस टाइम पे जो मेरे बदले थे उनका स्टैंड ऐसा था नहीं, स्टूडेंट कमेटी का ये होना चाहिए. दे फॉट विद द कंसर्न पीपल एंड स्टूडेंट का डिसीजन फाइनल करवाया. तो ऐसा स्पोर्ट आता है कि क्या करे. लाइक देयर इज नो करेक्ट, नो राइट और रॉन्ग, ऑलवेज ग्रे होता है. लाइक मुझे कोई ना कोई डिसीजन तो लेना ही पड़ेगा, पर मैं कोई भी डिसीजन लूँ एट द एंड ऑफ द डे एक पार्टी जो है सेटिस्फाइड नहीं होगी. बजट होता है, बजट में काट देता हूँ. मैं बोलूँगा अभी तक नहीं आया स्पॉन्सरशिप तो मैं इतना चीज़ काट देता हूँ. ऐसे मैंने इस साल भी बजट काटा है बहुत. अच्छा सॉरी, एक टाइप स्पोर्ट ऐसा बताता हूँ कि 2015-16 पेट्रोकप स्टॉल वाला आ गया. वो बोल रहा है अभी मेरी बिक्री नहीं हो रही है, तो मैं सब कुछ लेके भाग रहा हूँ, तो हमारे स्टूडेंट और हम लोग जो गेट पे खड़े हैं, स्टूडेंट उसको रोक रहे, बोले मत जाओ, हमको पैसे वापस पैसे हमको चाहिए। और एडवांस भी बहुत कम लिया था, कुछ 5-7,000, 25,000 में से। तो वो रातों रात भाग रहा है, और वासुदेव गर्ग था उस टाइम पे लॉजिस्टिक कमेटी में, तो वो रोक रहा है कि बोले भागने नहीं देना, क्योंकि मैंने बताया था कि मेरे को पैसे तो पूरे चाहिए। तो ऐसी चीजें होती रहती है।
तो वासु का टाइट स्पॉट हो ना सर, आपका थोड़ी ना हो।
नहीं, मेरा टाइट स्पॉट है वो है ना,
Decision लेना।
वासु रिस्पॉन्सिबल नहीं है, पैसे नहीं आए वासु तो हाथ ऊपर कर देगा, बोला सर नहीं दिए पैसे क्या करेंगे। मैंने तो यहाँ पे एमओयू दिखाऊंगा, मैनेजमेंट मांगेगा पैसे कहाँ है, मेरे लिए तो वो भी है ना, फाइनेंशियली टाइट स्पॉट तो हुआ ही।
Yes, so I guess that was all with Inside Stories episode 1 from VGA. Sir Miran, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I would
for
give
this series?
credits to the VGA team. This was a great initiative by you guys, and Suresh, thank you for being such
Thank
a
you,
great
VGA,
host.
man.
Thank you for being such a great host, and VGA for doing this setup, and obviously the team behind it, जो भी mic setup आपने किया and everything. It was really amazing, and I hope to see every one of you in Petrocup. Petrocup opens on 14 February, 14 to 18 February. Be there on the ground, and best of luck to all the participants.
I'd like to thank VGA, right from fourth year students, Bharat, Keshav, VGA में है कि नहीं है Keshav. I would like to thank the current committee, Aniket, you, Saptarshi, the people behind over there. I don't remember your names, sorry guys. I saw
I'll
I
still
saw
call out.
Aniket. I saw Aniket from the sports committee. I don't remember all four name of all you guys. I would like to thank Audiovisual Lab, Pradeep Malik sir. I would like to add that the management of PDPU is very supportive to do all those things. So I'd like to thank them. That is why we are able to do those things. And at the end of the day, it is a university event. So I'd like to say all the students of PDPU, you come, you cheer our teams, and let's have sportsmanship running through our fest, and see maximum amount of people coming out and watching what efforts these guys are making, what efforts you guys are making.
Thank you
That's
so
all.
much for
Thank you
having
so
us,
much.
guys.
Thank you
everyone.
guys. Thank you.